Hey guys, welcome to J.A.A.R by Way. And I'm sure you guys have seen the unboxing video earlier today about the Moondrop KATO or KATO. And yeah, and I've seen some of the comments asking me to actually do a short impression of it. So, yep, here we go. Alright, so I'm just going to share my very short impression of this model. I've got them about 10 o'clock in the morning today via DHL, and I've listened to them for a little bit, and out of the box they are pretty smooth, and they are a little bright. Then I mean not the harsh kind of bright, but you definitely feel that the highs are slightly elevated. And then okay, I didn't listen too much, and I just put them on to my DAP and I let them play for I don't know, I think maybe 6 to 7 hours. And fast forward until now, I listened to them again, and they are I mean, they're different now. The highs are kind of tame and they're smooth, and then the bass are actually better. I mean, out of the box they're pretty thin, like, you know, you feel like there's no, I mean, there's lack of bass. And yeah, and then okay, I just thought since this is a dynamic driver, I'm just gonna let it burn in for a little bit and see how it goes. And yep, and I'm surprised, and now the bass are actually getting better, and it has got more body, and I mean the note has got more weight to it. And yeah, so this is very short one. I'll just go into a little bit more detail in a little bit. Well, I'm very sure a lot of you guys are very curious about this spring ear tips that they debut with this KATO or KATO. And yeah, apparently I checked with the rep and they are only bundled with it at the moment, and they will be available for sale, but I'm not sure when would that be. So yeah, here you go. It has got a you know, as you can see, a white bore, and then yeah, the tube is pretty short, okay. And the texture, it feels a little like the Asla's Zella's Tech, something like that, but not as sticky as that. And it's very soft and it's very comfortable, and as you can see over here, it's very soft. But when you're using this, you're gonna have to pull your earlobe up a little bit, and then you're gonna have to push the IEM just a little bit in order to get a good seal. Because I'm not sure why, or maybe it's just my ear structure, because this ear tip is pretty soft, so when I just pop them in just like that, I won't get a good seal. So the bass pretty much is non-existent if I do it like that. So I'm just gonna have to pull my earlobe up a little bit, and yeah, and then I'll be able to get a good seal. So yep. And then okay, let us take a look at the design. I didn't take off these stickers because I'm afraid you know, the fingerprints and stuff, so I just leave it intact. And this nozzle over here is actually swappable, and this one that is currently installed is the brass nozzle, which I swap it out. The original one is the steel nozzle over here. Yeah, I'm not sure about if there's any differences in terms of material, in the sense of the filter used inside, but I'm sure there is, because as you can see there, I think the filters inside, but I'm not sure about the exact specification, and yeah, I'll try to find out when the rep comes back from holiday. Now I just screw them back in so they don't get lost. Okay, and pretty neat. Okay, and yeah, this is the ear tips. I'm just gonna put them back in. Okay. Okay. Alright, now we're going to talk about the sound, but before I begin, please bear in mind that this is not a full review, okay? This is just my very brief impression towards this KATO, and yeah, okay, so we're just going to start talking about it when in the stock configuration in this steel nozzle. Okay, so when I listen to this, I drive it with my DragonFly Red, as you can see over here, through Windows 10 with the Tidal decoding MQA streams, and then I fire up this test track, Slipknot's Duality, because it's complex and it's fast, and it has got a lot of instruments playing simultaneously. So yeah, I mean, just want to see if it can handle this without feeling bloated, congested, or even muddy. And to my surprise, I mean, of course, it does everything all right. And okay, so when I'm using the steel nozzle, the stock nozzle, the base is it's clean, it's tight, and it has got a good amount of punch and slam to it as well. And the imaging is also very good. I mean, despite so many instruments playing at the same time, you can still identify them, where they're coming from, and the layering is also very impressive. You know, it doesn't feel like very congested. And the top end, it actually feels, to me, it has got enough air, but the soundstage of the stock nozzle, it does feel a little average, in the sense that it's not too wide or too narrow. I mean, it just feels like I'm sitting in front of a chair and they're just performing in front of me. I mean, that kind of sensation, okay, I'm getting from it. And yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, yeah, everything just feels forward. Yeah, I think, yeah, something like that. Okay, and the instrument separation, as I mentioned earlier, is very good. Okay, and then yeah, I mean, that's pretty much about it, because I don't really have a lot of time with it yet. So I'm gonna do a full review of it. I mean, probably next week. Okay. It will be in a written format and video if I have the time, but yeah, I'll try my best. And okay, so we're done with the steel nozzle, so let us move on to the brass nozzle with it, which is currently in stock over here. Yeah, it's gold, or I mean gold plated in color, or yeah, something like that. And okay, so when I swap this nozzle, playing the same track, using the same deck, okay, what I can notice immediately is the sound stage of it. It becomes wider, and you definitely can feel that you're being surrounded, instead of feeling the artist is just in front of you. And the top end has got more air as well compared to the stock nozzle. And by using this brass nozzle, it actually made the tonality a little warmer compared to the steel. Steel, it feels a little, I mean, it is still a little warm, but not as noticeable. But when you kind of swap the nozzle to the brass one, yeah, the difference is very immediate. I mean, you can tell that hey, this is I mean, the tonality is pretty warm. But again, it depends on your deck as well. So yeah, I mean, I only have the chance to try it out on the DragonFly Red today, and I'll try it with something else when I have the time to do a full review by next week. Alright, and the as mentioned earlier, the bass is elevated a little on the brass nozzle. It has got more body to it, and the note feels a little weightier, and you can definitely feel the bass slam harder, and the sub bass, I think to my ears it actually got boosted just a little bit, because yeah, I mean, I think it's due to the the damping materials inside the nozzle, but I'm not sure exactly what it is, so I'll try to find that out. And yeah, this is just a very brief impression of it, and I hope it gives you an idea how this thing sounds like. And to me, the detail retrieval on both nozzle, they are very good, and technicality, detail retrievals, and I mean all these instrument separations, they're good. But yeah, we'll find out more next week. I'll try to compare it against some other single dynamic driver IEM, and yeah, this KATO actually reminds me of the Yuanli that I recently reviewed. I mean, I like the pre-release version because it has got a more aggressive tuning, which I actually preferred, and this somehow feels very similar to the aggressive type. The aggressive Yuanli, the pre-release one. In a way, yeah, they are. I mean, not very similar, but I would say they are kind of like a more refined version of the pre-release one. I mean, this one, a more refined version. I mean, you still get the that kind of aggressiveness, and yeah, and it doesn't get fatigue in the long session. So yep, but I don't actually have a lot of time with it yet, so I can't really comment whether it's fatiguing in a long session or not. But as far as my listening session just now, I blast them with those busy tracks and some high pitch stuff, J-pop, and this thing handled it pretty well. So I guess it is okay for now, and we'll see more of it next week. Okay, and if it does give you any idea of how it sounds, and if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and yeah, you'll get an update when I post a full review next week. Okay, and till then, see you guys, and yeah, just have a look at this thing one more time. Fingerprint magnet. Okay.